My name is Barry Coutts. I live in Martins Point, Nova Scotia. I'm considered a folk artist, work at it 7 days a week and love my job and love what we do. To me, a whirly-gig is something that when the blade spins, it actuates something, it causes something to move, it causes action. That to me is a true whirly-gig, but I decided to take it a step further and turn it into more relative terms of the 20th century, as you will see from my work. And I love the old pieces, but I just find it hard to do them. I'd rather do something more contemporary. Eventually I come up to the system I use today, which I've used now for close to 10 years. It works well for me. It gives me the flexibility to build whatever I want. It gives me the flexibility when people call for custom pieces to be very creative with what they call a 1, a 2, or a 3 throw whirly-gig, because the system that's within that box I basically designed, and so I can do whatever I want with it. What I like to do is any piece that we do is to try to incorporate the blade with the piece. Some people will look at it and pick up on it. Some people never notice it, but for us it matters a lot. If we can, we do. So makes me happy. Bubbles. Okay, what do you think of when you think of bubbles? I don't know for you, I think of clowns. Clowns, bubbles, balloons. It's hours and hours and hours out here just sitting, and I draw on top of my desk and I do all these like planograms. I say, okay, what would happen? And all of a sudden I get thinking, okay, why not have a clown turning this machine that dips into a big puddle, you know, and the kids that come in here in the summer, you can't keep them away from it. You know, it's something that they can play with, and they're laughing and they're chasing the bubbles. I think it's great. The tank that holds the solution, you can't go to a hardware store and buy a copper tank that size. So I have to take copper sheeting, cut it, solder it, you know, but that's what I love about it. That's what I love, is the fact that you can look at everything on there except for the fan.
It's very precise.
Everything was on there, it's designed and built by me. But I only build pieces I love, and that's my philosophy. You know, well, the history of this piece is a lady 2 or 3 months ago came in and said she wanted the old Quebecois style dancer on a paddle. And we had one here that actually we hadn't made, but we had bought at one time in South Carolina. And we sold it to her, and after I got thinking, gosh, maybe we should make some of those, which we did. And so when she left, I realized I didn't have a pattern. So this is the pattern I started with one evening, which I did. I prefer to start with my own pattern anyway. And it led to the old Quebecois style paddle dancer. Why not make it that people or children or some people that's not able to do it could just turn a crank? So that's why I come up with this guy. Why not make a bigger one? This one's not finished yet, obviously. He dances like I do, which isn't very good. So he'll be finished up eventually. Wouldn't have been for the festival, I don't know whether I'd be doing folk art today. I was in awe. I walked in and I said, like, I really don't belong here. There are some talented people. Second, third, fourth year, I felt maybe I do belong here, but I still have a hard time looking at the caliber of artists that are there. I'm just lucky to be invited back every year. If anyone is doing anything a little bit different in terms of art, it's a great venue. It opens doors for you.